Beautiful. All right, y'all. What's up, spiritual? Gang, gang, love, namaste. And I'm up in this bitch. If you don't like the truth, baby, well, I'm here to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. And if you don't like the truth, baby, this just ain't the channel for you. I backspace delete, do what you gotta do. Today I'm gonna do a different type of reading. I'm gonna tap into some ancestor energies and see what happened to them of ancestors that want justice in their situations. So that's what we're gonna get into. Yeah, let me. I did also have a download from earlier called Survival Jealousy, where it's like a person tried to backdoor you, set so many traps for you. That's a different type of jealousy than any other jealousy. And this girl, she was talking about it, and she said it trumped any other jealousy there is because how dare you survive the traps I set for you? And some people, they can't take ills, so they try to plot and plan and do more shit because you survive the traps they set for you, the back doors they set for you. Um, some of their ass get set down. Yeah, but this lady was saying like that trumps all different types of jealousies, and I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Some people take the L, let the other person have it, but some people just can't. But we're gonna get straight into this. Spoke on it, so let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. I'm excited. Get some justice for some ancestors and just go from there. Um, I'm gonna start with my homemade deck first, and yeah, we just gonna. Or I should start with the character. What do I want to do? Character, okay. Start with character first. So I'll start with first. Hi. Okay. Of course. What is your name? What do you do? Somebody can read somebody's mind. Hi, you guys. Hi. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification button. And yeah, we're just gonna go from there. 111 on the clock, intuition. I keep seeing 111, y'all. What do you do? What is your name? What am I shouting out? All right. Okay. From Illinois. Where are you from? All right. One of your ancestors could have been married. Happy Solar Mission Day to you, BJ. You know you ain't have to leave with that, right? Hi. Okay, what are these ancestors' characters? Some ancestors used to get hot or like had hot flashes or used to complain about always being hot. Thank you. It's for my daughter. What's going on Monday for you? All right, what is the ancestors' energy like? Okay. Hi, girl. Oh, period. Okay. Go hard. Um, Somebody ancestor was a business individual, or they had like a business, or they were trying to pursue entrepreneurship, or had like a side hustle that they used to do. It's like impeccable taste. They had this good taste, and this could be in style too. They could have been like a trendsetter. Very preposterous. The fuck, preposterous. Something about body posture. They were also very organized and very grounded, very nurturing, but they were very detailed and caring. And somebody ancestor was really, really realistic. Like they didn't sugarcoat shit. They gave it to you cut, clean, and clear. It's just this energy of like what is this word? Impeccable, classy, prestigious type energy. I am seeing here they were on a new love journey. Like they weren't with the past lover, they were with a new lover type energy. Um, Somebody's ancestor here was an emperor, feather of the Clyde. Okay. And this emperor could have been stuck in like a negative headspace, negative thoughts, battling negative thoughts. Like it's a battle between dark and light. And they were in this energy of like doom and gloom. And they could have been a drama queen. They could have always had their hands tied up in some type of drama. Somebody ancestor could have been paralyzed. Yeah, and they were lost in some type of crisis, or they felt like they were going through a midlife crisis. I am seeing here somebody ancestor was very protective, like they didn't play about you, they were very protective over you. So in the spiritual, they're very fucking protective over you, or they protect their family. They could have been a family man type of energy. Very action oriented, like if they wanted to do something, they're gonna get up and they're gonna get it done. I am seeing here they were very stable in life and they had this powerful influence over a lot of people and very established with who they are as an individual. And this could have been a father figure, somebody's father figure, an uncle, a grandpa. Somebody has a male figure watching over them. And he could have been a father of his own. He could have had his own kids. Or like a stepdad energy. He could have been a stepdad to an individual, but this is a father figure. Very authority. Like they have this energy of authority with them. All right. Somebody was very successful. Yeah, and then somebody ancestor that did pass over, they were going through a lot of grief. So they could have been like miserable in the flesh, really sad, grieving losses, just grieving a lot of stuff that was going on around them. And that could have also been in their mind and doom and gloom, chaos around them type energy. And they could have been very depressed because they were going through some type of heartbreak. And you know, people die from heartbreak too. So like, let's say this ancestor died from cardiac arrest, like a heart attack. This would tie into why that they went in that form, because they were depressed, they went through a heartbreak, and they had a lot of misunderstandings in life. I'm being so serious. No, I'm not. I'm not a Christian, and yes, I'm being so serious. I'm just bringing ancestors justice. That's what I'm supposed to do, a part of my journey. So today is just about an ancestral reading. It's not the current energy in the room. These are your ancestors that's around you. For each individual up in the room, his message is for you. Take what resonate, leave what don't. But if you want to book a personal ancestor reading, I'm your girl. Okay, I am seeing here this ancestor cried a lot. They were in grief and they were crying a lot. And like, let's say they got this strong energy to them. They cried when nobody was looking type of energy. Or this ancestor could have just been so emotional. But what I'm picking up is whoever this ancestor was, they looked at crying as a weakness, so they didn't allow people to see their tears. They didn't, it's a weird energy. They were in a lot of sorrow. And like I said, somebody went through some type of loss that affected them way deeper than they showed it. And that could have been led to their heartbreak too. Yeah, and they were just uncertain about a lot. They were facing a lot of delays in life. And they were really resistant to something. And it's like they went from this energy of getting stuff done to lacking focus on things. Right. And they were stalling a lot. Somebody ancestor was gifted as fuck. Hence why somebody is a high priestess in their waking life, because somebody ancestor was a high priestess and they had a connection. So somebody could have had an ancestor they used to channel energy to. No, it don't. Here it is. Somebody ancestor had a connection between the earthly realm and the physical realm. I mean, the spiritual and the physical. They were definitely a divine feminine energy. They possessed a lot of wisdom, so you could have sought this ancestor out for wisdom. confirmations. The confirmations is hidden. And they had an inner knowing about something, or they could have had an inner knowing about this death. They did a lot of deep diving within themselves. This ancestor knew their self, and they illuminated a lot of illusion. Like they was the ancestor. You know how you see them people that you look at their family and they got that oddball in the family, the one that got the conspiracy theories, the one that sees the truth for what it is, and then further down the line, you're like, damn, that person was right. They knew what they were talking about. This is the type of ancestor they were operating out of their higher self, and they were very mysterious, and they listened to their intuition a lot and very calm. Yes, I love you too, sister, but you're going to have to go live more often if you want to get them views. It's not about the views, it's about the messages for me personally, but I love you too. Thank you, I say. I'm alone in my home. You're making me freaky. You shouldn't be scared of your ancestors. They want to do nothing but love you, not freak you out. Okay, let's get into ages. I'm going to get into some ages. Hold on, y'all. Somebody ancestor could have been a jackass, or like when they got drunk, they could have been that type of ancestor that, you know, you go to the barbecues and you got the ancestor that just, they drink and then they turn into a different person, or turn into an asshole, or they always cracking jokes, or somebody could have had a perverted uncle type of ancestor. Somebody could have been 46. All right, Spirit, can you give me some ages? Somebody ancestor could have just died from old age. 74. That should be my ancestor. Yeah, they came through my intuition. Like, look, I just went from natural causes. I died from old age. Somebody could have been 29, 24, 27, 28. Somebody could have been married or in a relationship. It's that energy, like, you know how you see them old couples, and somebody could have, like, admired an ancestor relationship that they had with their companion. Like, you looked up to them. You're like, I want that type of love. It was that type of love with whatever ancestor this was. Like, a lot of people idolize how long they've been together. 37, 39, 33. All right, you give me a couple more. 48. 28. Somebody ancestor used to like the Joker movies. They used to watch the Joker movies with who the fuck is that? Harvey or something like that. Somebody could have been 12. 24. Have you on a 24, 22? 95 years old. Somebody ancestor could have lived a long time. 55. All right. Somebody ancestor could have lived up to 102 years old. Years young. I don't like 10 years old. Okay, let's get into what the fuck really went on with these ancestors. And somebody here, your ancestor wants you to know that you know who killed them. They couldn't believe it was them. Somebody here, you know your ancestor killer, or you had a niggling feeling, or you had a feeling like, I really feel like this person was backdoors here, or I really feel like this person did it. They're saying you know they killer, or you could still be in contact with their killer, hang with their killer type energy. Somebody here, your ancestor wants you to take more care of yourself. Take better care of yourself because it brings peace to their soul. Somebody ancestor could have been going through some type of divorce, and that could have been heartbreak, or they had a divorce and they never got over this divorce type energy. Somebody ancestor overdosed and like they just wanted to numb the pain. So like when they went to this headspace of high and they felt themselves passing over, they didn't have no worries. They all worries went away, and so they just like they overused to numb the pain. So somebody lost somebody due to an overdose. And that's why they was like running. They had a demon on their back. They were running from this demon, and they just, anytime they were triggered or anytime they felt pain or any emotion that they didn't want to feel, they ran to a drug. Somebody here, you don't forgive your ancestor. And they're saying like they can't cross over to the light until you do forgive them for whatever they did to you on this round. Like it's making your heart really heavy because you never forgave them. Okay, can you do mine next? Absolutely. My grandfather died at 95. I'd be on the money. I'm telling you, I don't lie. I don't fake my gifts, none of that. Natural though. I said somebody died from natural death and was 95. If you want to book a personal reading, Oliver, you want a personal reading like your energy or an ancestral reading. Because we can, or you want to do it on live, we can do that too. It's all completely up to you. All right, some messages for the collective here. Yeah, so Jason, that ancestor that's here, he was just letting you know, look, I'm here with you and I'm always here with you and that he loves you. That's what he's doing. He's making his energy known to let you know, like, I'm here. And when you cry about me, I'm here. Take care of yourself. Okay, somebody ancestor was like cute for money. Like, let's say this ancestor had a life insurance policy out on them, or, bro, I'm alone. That's what he's letting you know. You're never alone. He's always beside you. He's going to send signs that he's always with you. You feel alone in the physical, but he's letting you know, I'm always with you spiritually. Just because I died, that person died, the energy never died with them. The energy is fluent. It still lives on. That's what he's letting you know. So you clicked here. You were in here for a reason. He showed his energy for a reason because he wanted you to know you were never alone. That's all. And that he loves you. Somebody here, an ancestor, was kidnapped for ransom type energy. I'm not missing no more. I got killed. I crossed over. I'm guiding you. Somebody ancestor could have got kidnapped, and you guys are still like searching for this ancestor, or still have hope that they're still out there. No, they're letting you know that they crossed over, that they were killed, and they're guiding you. They're protecting you in the spiritual. I am seeing here. This could have been about money. This could have been about an old debt. I got backdoored. There's somebody ancestor got backdoored, and it could have been for money, or like a robbery backdooring, like a person know that you pack a lot of money, so they backdoor you and they kill you for money, and or oh, damn, I'm doing fine. How are you? I've come. Hi. Somebody here, your ancestor wants you to take better care of yourself. Do not let grief not allow you to take care of yourself. They're saying take better care of yourself. Take better care of your vessel. Yep. I went from natural causes. It came out again. This ancestor, somebody ancestor went from natural causes. You look really nice. Thank you. And then somebody ancestor went from natural causes like old age. Somebody ancestor could have died from like a sickness, but they, maybe they were out of words when they really found out what happened, but a person purposely made them sick. It's like poisoning a person type of energy. Like they were killed, they were not. And this could have been for a life insurance policy. Like they knew that they had a life insurance policy out on them, so they killed them type of energy for the money. So if you had that feeling about somebody being killed for money, this tie into that. Thank you. I want to do mine like I would want to know about my future. I got you. I got you. I got you. Could be ancestors too. All right, look. Let me put my business number down here. Text me right now, so then I can once I get off live, I'll hit you back. Okay. Oops. What up, Glizzy? I'm doing an ancestor reading today. What happened to my ancestors? Justice, because they want their stories out, or they just want you to know that their presence is here. Let me put my business number in the description box for you, love, and hit the yes when you got it, and then text me. Okay. So yeah, somebody here you don't know their killer. So somebody here you do know somebody's killer, and somebody here you do not know their killer. Um, don't think I wanted nothing to do with you. You were a pond of our relationship. Somebody, you could have lost a parent or like a figure that took care of you, like a grandma, a grandfather, and you could have been like a pond in a petty war, a toxicity war. And they want you to know, like, they wanted everything to do with you, that they genuinely loved you, that you were just a pawn in the toxic games of what was going on. Like it was never about you as a child. It was about the two adults that was being toxic within each other and you were caught up in that game. So they want you to know like they love you and they can do more for you now that they're passed over in the spiritual than they could have in the physical due to that petty war. They couldn't see above the war, the toxicity. They wanted everything to do with you. Somebody ancestor used to call them like you my mini me, like you my twin, like somebody ancestor used to look at a person like they were a reflection of them, or this could be like a father figure. A father figure is out here, or a mother figure, grandma, auntie, mother, a cousin. All right. Don't be afraid. Somebody ancestor wants you to know, like, don't be afraid, and don't be afraid of the signs that they're sending you, that they're with you. They send like you're never alone. Don't be afraid. You're never alone. I'm here pointing you in a direction. We're more connected than you think. Yeah, somebody ancestor wants you to know, like, look, you're never alone. We're always here with you, and don't be afraid of me. Dang, I got goosebumps. I do this for real. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Somebody ancestors and goosebumps is a sign of your ancestors. They want you to know, like, look, I'm always here with you. Even when you're crying, do you ever feel yourself getting sad, you grieving, and then you got a divine intervention where somebody would come in while you crying? Are you okay? They intervened. They sent that person in. Or you feel yourself getting picked up, or you think about a happy memory that you had with these ancestors and it uplifts your mood. It's because this ancestor is letting you know, like, look, we're more connected than you know. Or you hear a song or a scent, see a penny on the ground, a red cardinal, a blue jay, they're letting you know I'm here. Never left you. I'm just not here in the physical no more. I can't cross over to you. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Somebody ancestor really needs somebody to they cannot cross over to the light to reincarnate again until you forgive them. Somebody ancestor, you need to forgive. It's somebody died and you still was angry at them when they did die. That's for somebody. Somebody, you got to release this grudge, release this resentment, release whatever you're feeling with this ancestor, because this could have been like a raping situation, like a person get raped and the rape is passed over and you're holding on to this anger with this ancestor. That's just ignorance. Somebody ancestor died before getting put in water. So if somebody ancestor was found in water, like a lake, a river, a small body of water, or a big body of water, they want you to know that they died before their body was put into the water. So it's more to the crime scene that meets the eye. It's more to the crime scene than you know about. See, they probably, water washes away evidence. It washes away fingerprints. It washes away a lot of things. They're letting you know there's more, and there's actually probably them on camera. It's something about water, and there being more to the scene than you know. There's evidence out there. They could have been at other different locations before they hit that water. Is what they're saying. Somebody had lost an ancestor due to drowning. Check cameras near the scene. I told you, somebody ancestor wants you to know it don't just end at that water, or you think that somebody died at a place where there was no cameras and there's more that meets the eye. It's a whole nother crime scene. It could have been a meetup place. Like pinpoint where this person's been at that whole night. A time or two. Somebody was very miserable with a baby mama figure. Like they stopped having sex this bad before something did happen to them. So I cannot make this shit up. Surveillance, heavy on. There, somebody got caught on camera committing a crime, and the ancestor wants you to know there's evidence out there of what happened to them. Check surveillance cameras. Check their neighbor's house. Check family members' houses that they were around. Check friend houses that they were around. There's more that meets the eye than what anybody else know or than what you know. There is some surveillance out here of what happened to this ancestor. Heavy on is something really significant about, and this could be an ancestor that went missing. Check where they got missing and look at the cameras around there where they went missing. It's something about surveillance. I cannot make this shit up. And somebody giving somebody a gift. Okay. Justice. Somebody gonna go to jail. A lot of truths is coming to light. Or somebody ancestor could have went to jail, could have died in jail, or it's just somebody ancestor is saying like a lot of facts is going to start unraveling about their case, and in the end, this person is going to go to jail because they did a life insurance fraud. They only killed them for a life insurance policy. It was only about life insurance. Hold on, y'all. Let me. All right, let me shuffle these, y'all. So yeah, or somebody justice is death. Don't be shocked when you start seeing people dying from backdooring people, or they starting to get caught up in these schemes from backdooring people, or killing people for life insurance policies, and then it's that widow energy where, or somebody ancestor could have dated a widow, and they their previous husband died. You may thought it was from natural causes. They just got sick. They were just old, and then next you know it became a pattern because then it became your ancestor. Something significant about life insurance fraud, life insurance policies. Somebody ancestor is like, look, this bitch out here taking souls, and she found a new victim, and then this new victim might actually be the thing that get her caught up on her trail or his trail. Yeah. Somebody ancestor died in regret. Or whomever you are angry at your ancestor about something, they regretted what they did before they passed. And you being angry at them ain't gonna change the outcome. It ain't gonna change nothing that happened. They could have, it's because they could have abused you or neglected you. And so you hold a lot of anger with this particular ancestor because of what they did to you, how they treated you. And they regretted it. They had time to reflect. Okay. Somebody ancestor could have died from strangulation. Like a rope or the hands. You know, strangulation is with the hands too. Somebody ancestor could have died from like a suffocation or like with a pillow or okay. Somebody ancestor, they were oh, thank you for the sub and I got you. I got you. I will text you when I get off live, okay? Somebody ancestor was in care, they were in caregiving or whomever this person that did this life insurance fraud were the caregiver, right? And they could have been abusing and neglecting this ancestor. Thank you. Oh, I love you, Glizzy. Somebody ancestor could have had like a raspy voice. Thank you, Glizzy. It's all love. I knew I gave the best person this job. I fucking love you, Glizzy. Somebody ancestor was in caregiving, or they could have been a caregiver. But what I'm picking up is this was an elderly person that was in caregiving, or you know how a victim gets shots and they go into caregiving, or something traumatic happened to a victim, they could break a leg, go into caregiving. Somebody ancestor was in caregiving, and this person was abusing and neglecting them. There's something significant about this person going missing. But it's because they didn't want this truth of them abusing and neglecting them coming to the light. Somebody ancestor could have lost their first love and that broke their heart. Somebody was imprisoned. Like they were on a road trip, or with a person they were married to. Or they went to go pick up somebody on a road trip. Like let's say your ancestor moved out of town, and whomever they were married to, they could have been picking up somebody from prison that was convicted of a homicide, that was imprisoned. And this could have led to your ancestor going missing and it's becoming a homicide. Oh yeah, my cat. Abs, get down. Somebody ancestor could have died from like a man-made disaster, a fire, a crash, a hurricane, a plane accident. I am seeing here though, somebody ancestor could have got murdered taking a road trip with somebody that they were in a relationship, were married to, had a wedding and everything, and you had a feeling that this person killed their companions. Hold on, y'all. My cat. Get down. Come on. Come on. Come on. I love you too. Put you right here for right now, okay? I'm gonna get back to you. You've been being good, Sophie. But you just relax. Okay. So I love Lizzie. It's I love. Or somebody could have like, yeah, didn't I say somebody had like a perverted uncle, a perverted ancestor, or somebody ancestor could have got raped, or somebody ancestor could have raped somebody here. Assassination. I'm telling you, whatever this road trip was, this shit was well thought out, well planned. This wasn't a convenience that this person hit the road with their lover and then they end up dead. And this could tie into life insurance fraud. Like, you know, when you're married with somebody, you can have a life insurance policy on your lover or who you're married to. Whomever they picked up from in prison could have been convicted of a homicide. That could have been their charge. Burial. They saying somebody could have been buried in a landfill. Body could have been found, like, could have been thrown in the trash, or like an area where there's open landfill or a whole bunch of trash. But I am seeing here, they're saying there's more that meets the eye. If you bury this ancestor could have been buried. If you buried this ancestor, they're saying like, what the fuck is it called? Autopsy. If you couldn't afford to get an autopsy, or you got an autopsy, they're saying get another autopsy because it's more trauma. It's more things that indicate what happened to this ancestor that passed over than you were told in the moment. And technology is way more advanced. Somebody ancestor is still alive. Somebody ancestor did fake a death. A couple. Fraud. They committed a lot of fraud together. A couple could have committed a lot of fraud. Damn. Surveillance. This is what this is. This ancestor that passed over is saying that they homicide. A couple could have did this to them. And they're saying there's surveillance of them with this couple before they, if somebody ancestor was found in the woods, they're saying this was covered up and this was a revenge. This was revenge on this ancestor. So like, let's say this ancestor had an infidelity problem, or they slept with a lot of married people. This couple did this action together. Like, you know that energy of like a Bonnie Clyde energy, but in the end they die together type energy. This couple committed a lot of crimes together. And they covered this up, they cleaned this up, and they're saying like, if I was found in the woods, coat. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, okay. I'm gonna put on my other deck. Hold on. They tried to run away from the situation. It's that energy of like, you realize you in a wooded area. A person realized that you're still alive before they brought you to the woods, and you try to run away from the situation overall. You try to get up out the situation because this is a vindictive ass, a malicious ass, conniving ass energy. Yeah, or they were getting revenge because they were going to court and a lot of lies was being told in court. You know that energy of like informant ass energy where they try to get rid of the witnesses so then there'll be no trial. Somebody ancestor could have been involved in a court case. And this person that was getting revenge, or this couple that was getting revenge, felt like it was a lot of lies being told. There's something significant about a tunnel, a cult surveillance, and a gift. It's something significant about a gift. This ancestor could have gave you a gift, left a gift to you, and or this person could have came in offering a gift. Let me see something else. Why drugs and poison? Somebody ancestor did pass over from overdose, or they were poisoned type energy. And that could be the autopsy thing where it's like, yeah, they died from a drug overdose, but shit, you won't do an autopsy if you think it's just a drug overdose, and really whole time this person could have been poisoned. Well, let me see. I'm about to ooh, I should do that. Somebody ancestor got their teeth pulled out. Insurance policy. I can't. Y'all, I be on the money. Somebody ancestor died from a misfire. It wasn't on purpose. It was on accident. Like, if this person really was telling the story, like, no, it was a misfire, or we was playing with the gun, or they were playing with the gun, that was truthful. Like, they didn't lie to you. This was actually truthful. Their intent wasn't to harm this person, or the ancestor that misfired on themselves, intent wasn't to harm themselves. They were being truthful with you. They didn't lie. Somebody here, if you felt like your ancestor, the doctors didn't really help with your ancestor, like they were alive before they went to the hospital, is because this doctor helped with their death. So if you had a suspicion about a hospital, or, you know, they get money. Let's say your ancestor is an organ donor or was an organ donor. I learned the MT class. Let's say they pull up to the scene. It's two people there. One's an organ donor, one's not. They're going to save the person that's not an organ donor, because by saying you're an organ donor is saying, even if I'm in a near-death crisis, you could take my organs to save this other person. So if I don't get off the scene alive, then you can have my organs. So they save the person that isn't an organ donor over the person that is an organ donor, and then they bring them in. Let's say this ancestor was an organ donor. They made some type of profit off this ancestor dying, or helping this ancestor die. I love you and regret. I've never really said it much or showed you. Somebody ancestor really loves you, and they regret how they treated you or things they said to you. They didn't realize like life was so precious. And they regret they didn't really say it to you much. Like, this ancestor didn't really say I love you to you. Or they didn't really show it. They believed in tough love. And they're saying like they wish they would have told you more. They wish they would have showed you more, because it would reflect in you knowing your own self-worth. Didn't I say somebody asked, was it informant? Somebody ancestor, the killer, was scared that the information would be leaked, or this is like committing a crime together, and you're afraid that the person you commit a crime with gonna turn on you, so you turn on the people that you committed crimes with. But this was also giving me like somebody ancestor passed questioning their intuition. Like, it could have been dark magic going on, but this is that energy of like somebody ancestor was cute because they were scared of the killer was scared that whatever information they knew would come out, the truth would come to light, so they couldn't have no witnesses around, they couldn't have nobody around. They held the secret of what really happened at this crime scene. Or like I said, it's that informant energy where you find out a person informant and you're scared that this informant gonna leak a whole bunch of information and you're gonna be in the bottom of the cell, so you go after the people that's in the case type energy. Somebody ancestor did heroin or could have died from heroin usage. False representation. Okay, what is this card, Spirit? Or somebody, let's say you ask somebody that was with this ancestor or these ancestors when they passed. They gave you like a false representation. They knew more than they let on. It's been a while. Hi, Leon. It has. Somebody was so shocked. Somebody ancestor was pulled over in January. Somebody ancestor was so, and they're telling you to follow your intuition. You've been questioning your intuition, and they're telling you follow your fucking intuition. Burning of a body. Somebody ancestor body could have been burned. Yeah, okay, they were shocked because they were, whoever this lover was that they were married to, it's this energy of like, you know how you first start a relationship and you in that fairy tale stage, everything's going wonderful, that person's just it, they check out all the boxes, they just, you feel like you're so in love, and then you start seeing that they fatally attracted to you. You start seeing ways that they're possessive, they're controlling, they don't want to let you go. It's this energy. Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. Somebody ancestor could have loved Michael Jackson, or you've been hit by a smooth criminal. Somebody ancestor could have died from like an animal bite. Yeah, somebody ancestor did like heroin or meth. The informant is incredible in somebody's case. It's a false informant in somebody's case. Or this ancestor is saying like if their case went to trial or went to court, whomever the informant is in their case is not credible. Like this shit is a lie. They're lying. They're a fucking con artist. They were put there so that the truth won't come out about what happened to this person. So whoever the informant is, they're not credible. They're not telling you the truth. It's just irritating me. Eddie, is you okay? Are you okay, Eddie? You've been struck by a smooth criminal. Okay, let me turn it down because YouTube be on bullshit. What you say? I said. Somebody ancestor. The last thing I said was somebody ancestor died from it. No, it wasn't. I said if somebody's ancestor case went to court or somebody lost somebody in this shit, they found the killer type energy in this case, and they got an informant involved in the case. The informant is not credible in this case. It's a bunch of lies that they spewing out their mouth. So then it stops. It deflects it off the person that really did the crime, and it's like false conviction type energy. The person that's an informant in the case is not even credible at all. Like this person is lying. Somebody ancestor could have died from like a tobacco product in April, or just like cancer or something like that. What's good, boo? What's that? But that's what I said. Somebody ancestor, they're letting you know like you think you found the killer in this case, and whole time the informant is not credible in this case. That's not really what happened to them. It's actually sad. And whoever did it, they was shocked. I'm telling 10-10 completion of a cycle. They was shocked. Or maybe somebody ancestor tried to walk away from a marriage and this person just couldn't have it. They like, bitch, if I can't have you, can't nobody else have you. Fatal attraction as energy. Because sacrifice. And somebody ancestor was a sacrifice. A sacrificial lamb for somebody to come up, a sacrifice. Somebody ancestor used codeine, so the drugs that came out, meth, heroin, codeine, PCP, angel dust. Somebody ancestor used to do some drugs. Or they could have just did one of the drugs that I named. Because overdose came out. But like I said, somebody ancestor was a sacrifice in a situation. Love spells backfired. Homicidal death. Oh, that's horrible. So this is giving me, you know how you see them situations where people do love spells on people and it backfire and it can turn into a fatal attraction, or the person that they did a love spell on end up taking them out type energy. This could be that. And this could be that sacrifice energy. Or this person that did a love spell sacrificed somebody for this love spell, because that's how I guess voodoo works. Um, and they could have been took out by somebody else, like a homicide. Like karma came back and collected that ass on somebody that did a love spell on somebody. And they could have died in any way down here. They could have died from fucking overdose, and they could have died. Or they tried to sacrifice you. It ended up being the sacrifice. That could be that too. Somebody ancestor was on life support. He wasn't man enough for me. A shanking. I'm telling you, somebody ancestor died in prison from like a shanking or like a suicidal death in prison. Somebody ancestor was on life support though. Kratom. Detached plotting with evil eye wicked. They're telling you to detach with somebody. They plotting with evil eye on you and they're very wicked. You need to let this person go. And assigning them they could use Molly as a drug. They can pop Molly's. They're telling you detach from this energy. They don't mean you know well. They don't fuck with them, and they sitting back in the spiritual watching this from in the spiritual. They see everything that's going on, and they're telling you, or somebody tried to make your ass a sacrifice, and you had to detach. You detach from this person, and they could have died because they were plotting on you with evil eye. And your ancestors were saying like they told you to get the fuck away from this person so then they can reap the karmic death, because you're not gonna be somebody's sacrifice. What are signs? What are the steps to spiritual healing? Going inward. All the answer that we look for is inside of us, and we go out looking for something that's in us. I would say start on childhood traumas. When you see different animals, look up animals' spiritual meaning, whatever. Like if you see a raccoon, that means you're wearing a mask. It could also mean like a conning energy. Like a fox could mean a conning energy. It has different meanings, okay? But raccoons have good meanings. Like they're very resourceful, things like that. They adapt to different situations. So they are telling you like, well, my bad. I'm talking back in ancestors' perspective. Do the work, trust your intuition, um, break generational curses. It's about breaking generational curses, understanding childhood traumas and what they do to you, and breaking the curses with you. So whatever seed you produce, you won't keep carrying on these generational curses. Um, Transcending human understanding. It's gonna give you a whole different perspective. You're gonna get dimensions of knowledge. You're not just gonna see from the 3D plane. You're gonna see from the 5D plane. It's 12 different dimensions of knowledge. So that is something. Tapping into what makes you happy without money. Doing more things. Being grounded. It's a lot. I'll do a separate video on that for you. Okay, subscribe. You guys like, share, comment, subscribe. Turn your post notifications on as well. Actually, Glizzy, I think I can ping your post, can't I? Yep. Hey, the fuck? Did it pin, Glizzy? But yeah, somebody, right time, wrong person. Somebody here, they was like planning something and it was the right time and they could have been watching somebody's schedule, watching what they do, but they got caught up in a storm that wasn't even for them. Or this is a matter of going out with friends, going out with people, and this person knows that they got people after them and they got other people riding with them so carelessly and so freely, and they got the wrong person because what's that song? He got hit when I was targeting he or something like that. Like it did pin. Hey, thank you, Glizzy. So this is that energy where like you ever see them situations where a person's completely innocent, they're not in the street life, they do like they play football or they do something good with their life and they get caught in somebody else's battle because they hanging out with street people and they not street and they not doing street shit, but they and it's like this was perfectly executed, but they got the wrong person. or just a drive-by shooting and they shoot the wrong person because they didn't shot into a fucking crowd type energy. Like somebody, they just hit the wrong person in October. They're letting you know, like, don't be angry. They was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. They were with the wrong people. They were hanging with the wrong crowds. Do something different. If you know you're not about that street life, if you know you're not doing street shit, why are you hanging with street people knowing that the consequences that come with the street shit that they do, you can get caught up in their storms? All my life. This ancestor is like letting you know, like, look, it's all fun and games when y'all turned up with the bops of the community. You doing everything you're not supposed to. This ancestor got a rush from that shit. They got a high off of it. They're saying it's all fun and games until you actually see that this person has beef. That people are actually targeting these people. That like they're not just rapping about the shit. They're actually doing the shit. This is that type of energy where you hang out with a bunch of people, you putting your face in their music videos, you associating yourself with people, and you don't even know the beef that they got on the street. This is that energy. This person could have had a bright ass future too, and that's the sad part. But they were hanging with the wrong people, and they're saying if you're following them same fucking footsteps, D about that bitch. That's this energy. You know you're not street. Why are you hanging with street people? If you know you're not sliding with people, why are you in music videos talking about sliding on people? Dissing dead people. Why would you? And that's what this ancestor was doing. You know how they rap the song and they in the music video and they learn the song just to rap it, but they not really doing. They not in the field doing that shit. It's that energy. Said facts. Yeah, this ancestor got the somebody ancestor want them to get this message that somebody is following the exact same footsteps of what put their ancestor here. And you're saying, don't do that. Or this could be a matter of like, you know how you see them music industries, this is just an example, and they need a sacrifice. They need the person that's not the crash out in the group, the level-headed person, the innocent in the group, the one that's not doing demonic shit. It could be a matter of that somebody was somebody's sacrifice. They were the light being in the room. They were the chosen one in the room. They were not listening to their intuition. This could be a matter of that too. But like I said, somebody, your ancestor is saying like, look, stop hanging out with hoes if you're not a hoe. Stop hanging out with backdoor ass people if you don't backdoor people. You know them hoes over there on 71st backdoor people. Not 71st. Just talking on my neck, okay? You know they backdoor people, you know, or you heard rumors of them doing it to people. Why are you kicking it with the same people? If they so quick to backdoor somebody that they call that they love, what do you think they'll do to your ass? That's this type of energy. Somebody has separation anxiety from a person. Somebody drink was laced. The alcohol got laced. Poison lace, a pill dropped in it. Yeah, that's what this is. So somebody's saying like that's how they got called. People need to learn it's cool being yourself. You don't gotta be hard up to be a real nigga. Just stand on your 2 feet and keep it pushing. Yeah, and it's okay to be indifferent. Like you don't need to follow society trends or follow the pack because that's what's idolized and that's what's cool. There's people that make it and prevail and is so fucking successful because they took a different path, took a different route. They do shit different. They watch who they associate themselves with. Cause I know it's like going to a house party and you don't know the people in the house party got beef. They outside the house, the party gets shot up. Or you going to these hood dude after parties, you going to their house parties, and they got real live people after them, and you wonder why the house party's getting shot up. Like it's that energy of so much bloodshed behind these street wars. These people are moving recklessly. They're killing anything in sight, any target in sight. And if you're around the wrong person at the right time, that's what happened to this ancestor. Like that shit not, like you said, it's not cool. Neighbors seen everything. Somebody A neighbor seen everything that transpired. Or a neighbor in the neighborhood. Somebody here, somebody ancestor could have died from like a blunt force trauma, getting hit in the head or hitting their head or blunt force trauma type energy. And the neighbor seen everything that happened. Or, you know, this is that energy of like the neighbor don't want to speak on what happened because snitches get stitches. And people go after people that tell information. This is the energy. But they're letting you know, like, if there was witnesses around the scene, the neighbor seen everything. Because this person tried to burn evidence, but heavy on the surveillance. Or the neighbor seen everything on their surveillance camera. Yeah, somebody just died from natural death. It just coming out like, yeah, look, I ain't got a traumatic story. I just died from natural death. Like, I died of old age. It was just natural causes. That's all. Like, don't worry. Somebody ancestors, but I did want to get some features of these ancestors, so, and then I'm gonna get up out of here, you guys. Somebody ancestor knew they was being cheated on. Somebody ancestor had a beard. Okay. Somebody ancestor used to dress nicely. Didn't I say somebody was like a trendsetter, or they dress real nicely, or somebody ancestor used to wear tuxes? What the fuck, spirit? Somebody. I look at what intentions trigger certain behaviors in people. A lot of fear-based thinking these days. Absolutely. Somebody ancestor used to wear a lot of red attire. Somebody ancestor definitely was plus size. Damn, that spirit. What, brown eyes, curly, coarse hair. Somebody ancestor had that natural. I don't like saying coarse. I say like nature like hair, black girl hair. Somebody was very dark. Somebody was dark skinned. Whoever this witch was that was doing love spells was dark skinned, a witch, and had a square face. And that love spell could have caught up to their ass, for real. Not even gonna hold you. Somebody ancestor had green eyes. Somebody ancestor was average height. They weren't tall, but they weren't short. And somebody ancestor was the same height as you. Somebody ancestor was short. Okay, my bad, y'all. My shit just like splattered out. Somebody ancestor was pregnant. Somebody ancestor was Hispanic or Latino. Somebody had a tooth gap, braids, and somebody had wavy hair. Okay, now let me get some clear cut ones for y'all. Somebody ancestor had some boobies on them. They had a busty chest. They had a rack on them. And maybe they showed their rack off a lot. Yeah. Somebody ancestor was a titty man. That could be that too. Okay. Some signs. Somebody ancestor wore glasses. They didn't wear like they wore glasses, or they had reading glasses, or they wore glasses just all the time because they really couldn't see. All right. Somebody ancestor was very mature. Yeah, heavy on the black girl hair. Somebody ancestor was a black female, black male. Had coarse hair. I don't like seeing coarse. It's like seeing nappy. Somebody ancestor wore a lot of makeup. Didn't I say like black or African American? Somebody, yeah. Average build. Somebody ancestor had like a average body type build. They weren't buff, but they weren't scrawny type energy. Somebody ancestor had white or gray hair. Somebody ancestor have a square face. And they wear a lot of black clothes. Shit, they could have been buried in black clothes, red clothes. Somebody ancestor was tall. Mixed color eyes. Or their eyes could change color, adapting to like the weather or the lighting that's in the room. Somebody ancestor was albino. Somebody ancestor had green eyes or wore green eye contacts. Heavy on tall. A European. Somebody ancestor is a European. Or this ties back into your ancestral heritage. Albino. Any more signs of these people? They have markings like a beauty mark or birthmarks. Some of my ancestors had some markings on them. Heavy on the markings. My ancestor had long hair. Talking to the booty. Very long hair. Beautiful, long, luxurious hair. So my ancestor was a man. I said it was a male figure here. So my ancestor could have had tattoos or a tattoo that's significant, or could have had somebody's name tattooed here. Just something's very significant about tattoos. Medium skin tone, light skin. Somebody is just an elder. I'm telling, like, somebody's like, look, I just went from old age. Okay, I had a couple gray hairs on my head, or I had gray hair. Yeah, white American, a Caucasian. Somebody was very powerful. Somebody had like animated eyes. You know how you see the animated characters? Let me show y'all the eyes, like them big eyes. You think that you're on your way. Life lined up on the mirror, don't blow it. Look at me when somebody ancestor went with so much rage and anger. You looking at me when I'm looking through it. I see the love in your eyes. I see the love in disguise. I see the pain hidden in your pride. I see nobody by it. I see you not satisfied. I don't see nobody else. He said basically he was looking back and he looked just like his dad. He acted just like his dad type energy. Somebody ancestor has a beard. Somebody ancestor was redheaded. Very young. Somebody could have lost somebody at a young age. Like they died really young. Baby face. Baby face. You are my cutie little baby face. Somebody ancestor could listen to that song. Ain't no mountain high. Ain't no valley low. Ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me. Okay. Anyway, somebody ancestor used to wear a lot of colorful hair. Fun hair colors, red, blue, dye their hair. That could be significant. Somebody definitely had mixed eye colors. Somebody have straight hair naturally. Or they wore a lot of straight hair. Straightened their hair. Did the press. What is it, fucking silk presses, perm in their hair. Somebody ancestor had a sharp face. You know how you see them people with them sharp chins? Heavy on a nicely dressed, younger than you. And somebody was younger than you. That was a practitioner. Hi, Loski. Oh, it's been a while. I'm about to go. I'm just getting signs of the ancestors. I did an ancestor reading today. I'm like, let's get some justice for some ancestors. Let them get their stories out and tell what's going on. It's been so long, Loski. I feel like eternity. I even look good in the broken mirror. Somebody ancestor used to just be happy to see their mama smile. Took care of their mama type energy. So my ancestor was pregnant. Had a scar. A practitioner. I'm telling you, somebody tried to do a love spell. Had extravagant features. And that shit just backfired. Or somebody ancestor could have been like a trance type energy. Every time I think about you, you go live. I'm in the flesh. It's all love. What about me? Today is not about the collective, it's about the ancestors. But if you do want to book a personal read, that's my business number right there as the poll. Text me, okay? Okay? Because today is not about the collective, it's about your ancestors. Somebody ancestor had like a skin condition, like, okay, you know how you see them people with, they have two different skin tones, or eczema, or somebody ancestor has some type of skin condition. Somebody ancestor could have arthritis. Somebody ancestor was definitely a witch with wavy hair. Heavy on the witchy vibes, love spell vibes. A lot of that shit backfire on y'all. Dark skin, heavy on the dark skin. All right, y'all. I'm finna get up out of here. I call back all my energy and my power, and I return you guys all your ancestral energy and return them their energy. Thank you for allowing me to channel these messages for you all and bringing your ancestors justice, and thank you to your ancestors as well. A vital energy renaissance. Somebody ancestor could have went to like a renaissance or rehab. Okay, anyways, yes, I call back all my energy, my power, and I return yours back yours. And return your ancestors back their energy as well. I release you all with love, light, and healing energy. Protection. Allowing your ancestors. I don't know what that means. So channel what they need to channel to you all. And I release your ancestors' energy too. Alright, y'all. I love you all. I'm finna get up out of here. Have a grand night. Love, Glizzy. I love you, Loski. Oh, I gotta talk to you. I'm gonna text you about some business ideas we was talking about yesterday on live. Why Easter Day? That's what yesterday spells. Why Easter Day? And Glizzy, text me so I can make the group chat, okay? Screenshot it if you have to. I'm out. I love you all so much. I will put my information in the description box, my business card, my what the fuck is it called? My Patreon will be in the description box. My business card is the Popo link. And yeah, I love you all. And I'm about this bitch. Spiritual, gang, love, namaste. I say, and I'm out this bitch. I'm gonna try again. Yesterday, I tried. I don't see how that happened to you. And damn, somebody memory just be fucked. Somebody else is very forgetful because yeah, I keep y'all your energy back. I don't like it. See, and then I had other people text me and I got their messages, so that's so weird. Okay, try it right now while I'm alive. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, try it right now. And I just got a text today too. Another girl texted me. So yeah, try it while I'm alive right now. I'll let you know if I got it or not, because I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. Oh, what is it? Actually, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Let me know once you try it, please. Now I think about it, them ages could have been days your ancestors were born on. Damn, I look just like my fucking dad. Light it up, that smoke and mirrors. I even look good in the broken mirrors. Alright. Alright, let me know. Cause I'm waiting. I got you. Glizzy. I wish your girl came in here too. Alright, I got y'all. I love you all. I'm out. 13 votes. Y'all all got my number, huh? My business number. Alright, I love y'all. I'm out. Ashe. Have a great night, y'all. A rich night and a rich rising. Manifesting riches, right? I'm out. Mwah. Oh, and any energy transfer, I return you back your energy and your ancestors too. Yeah, I had to say that. I had to. All right, Ashe. Mwah.